Welcome back to the Lowry for today's fourth and final ceremony of the University of Salford graduation. This next session will see the presentation of more than 250 students from the School of Built Environment and the School of Languages. The vocational nature of many of the courses of the School of Built Environment attract most graduates into the construction industry as building surveyors, construction managers, estimators, project managers, property consultants, quantity surveyors, or valuers. Some graduates from the School of Languages become self-employed or freelance. Occupations include cabin crew, in-house translator, project manager, recruitment consultant, and teacher. A significant number continue with further study, including teacher training. Well, the processions are just about to begin, so stay with us, and I'll see you soon.
I declare this congregation open to present awards of the University of Salford. Pro-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, and most importantly, our graduands, welcome to this magnificent theatre here in the Lowry for your graduation ceremony. This ceremony marks the culmination and a rite of passage after many years of hard work and sustained efforts, both by our students and those who have supported them, their parents, partners, and in some instances, their children. At our open days for prospective students, we have also noticed the growing presence of another important family member, namely grandparents. As one of my colleagues was cynically heard to say, this is the only group of people with any money these days. I'm not sure how true that is, but if there are any grandparents here today, and I'm sure there must be, then you are doubly welcome. As one myself, we have to keep the flag flying. Embarking upon a university education has always been a serious undertaking and continues to require much thought and a realization that this will not be an easy journey. Under the influence of central government, the media, and peer pressure, a growing number of young people, and the not so young, are beginning to feel that there is no option but to go to university. A university education is not a necessity for all, and whilst there is evidence that the majority of graduates will earn more than those without a degree over a lifetime of employment, the research has yet to be completed which indicates that the former group are any happier or content with their lifestyle than the latter. One of the major issues that bedevils higher education at the present is the debate concerning the nature of education itself. Is education an end in itself, or simply a means to an end? A means to a good job, the potential to earn more money, or the opportunity for a more fulfilled life? The answers are not clear-cut. Life never is and never will be that simple. However, if the means to an end argument becomes the dominant force, then students and universities are bound to become the losers. Evidence would suggest that the majority of students, more than 7 out of 10, come to university to improve their job prospects, and that is not a bad motive in itself. But if that is the only or the most prominent driving force, then I would contend that this presents problems both for students and the university. Learning can be a painful business because it can open us up to aspects of ourselves that we wish may have remained hidden. For myself, I liken this to my attempts at marathon running. Hard to believe, but when I was younger than I am today, I had an aspiration that I would complete the marathon in under 3 hours. I trained hard. I ate the correct diet, and I spent hours pounding the pavements, much to my wife's disgust. But no matter how hard I tried, I could not break 3.5 hours. After one marathon, when I was closer to 4 hours rather than 3.5, I threw my trainers into the dustbin in anger. I had to learn to live with my athletic limitations, to appreciate the process rather than the outcome, and to realize that competing a marathon is an achievement in itself. Studying for a degree has similar constraints, and I'm sure that many of our graduates have faced them. If the eye is always on the outcome, then the process can become a grind, rather than being enjoyed for itself. The challenge for this, and for other universities, is to make learning both a challenge and at the same time an exciting and an enjoyable experience. These challenges are becoming increasingly public as the omnipresent league tables are there for all to see and read. Coming to the Lowry today, you could hardly but fail to notice the construction work that is going on apace outside. Media City is starting to take shape. The pictures are taking on a reality. a significant proportion of the BBC will be moving to Salford in 2011, and thus creating a modern multimedia broadcast and production centre on this site. The university is planning an ambassadorial presence alongside the BBC at Salford Quays. This represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the university, and we have just signed a partnership agreement with the BBC, which will open up new pathways to employment in the growing media industry and to the development of new talent across the region. We are also involved in a major master planning process on the main campus, which will result in significant construction work over the next 10 years and possibly beyond. Students are clearly drawn to an attractive campus, as well as by the academic quality on offer. We have to improve the former whilst ensuring the latter. The future for Salford is going to be a challenge, but what would life be without a little bit of grit? Certainly no pearls would be produced, and we would be the poorer. We have graduates here today from two schools, the School of the Built Environment and the School of Languages. I asked the two heads how they'd possibly been put together, and apparently they lost the toss and you got the graveyard slot. The School of the Built Environment continues to work at the cutting edge of research, learning and teaching. The school has strong links with the construction industry, and many, if not all of its staff, have strong professional qualifications and experience, which adds strength and reality to the student experience. Whilst the school has an academic reputation second to none, both nationally and internationally, this is strongly based in the challenges that face not only the industry, but all of us here today, with the ever-growing problems of climate change, global warming, and the careful use of diminishing natural resources. The school has just launched a brand new, a first within the United Kingdom, master's degree in construction management. This programme is an example of a demand-led provision from the industry, together with a consortium of over 20 companies actively engaged in the design and the development of the curriculum. This programme is a sound example of our ability as a university and a school to respond to the government's employer engagement strategy. The Engineering and Physical Sciences Research Council recently reviewed the performance of the Salford Centre for Construction, Research and Innovation, SCREE to give it its short name, which is based in this school. The performance was considered to be excellent, and SCREE has had their work extended to 2011 at least, with a further grant of £5 million. The school has also won an important European project in the area of sustainable urban regeneration, worth £3 million. This project builds on Greater Manchester's reputation as the regeneration capital of the United Kingdom and involves working with both the cities of Salford and Manchester, 10 design and construction firms, and 5 other UK universities. The world of languages has moved on since I managed to pass O-level French at the second attempt, and nowhere is this better exemplified than in our School of Languages. Recognising the growing importance and interest of Mandarin, Chinese and Arabic, the school is launching in September 2008 a new degree which combines beginners Chinese and Arabic in a range of existing language programmes, including French and Spanish. The school is also launching 2 new degrees in September in Arabic and Politics, and also Arabic and Security Studies. These programmes respond to student demand and tap into a growing market of undergraduates interested in politics, security studies, and Middle Eastern studies. The BA in Security Studies and Arabic will be the first of its kind in the United Kingdom. The School of Languages is assisted in these developments with staff from the School of English, Sociology, Politics and Contemporary History, who have an acknowledged standing in the fields of politics and security studies. This is an excellent example of differing skills and knowledge coming together to offer programs that will enhance the student experience here at Salford. The school also offers a range of translating and interpreting programs which have gained the school an enviable reputation of excellence in applied language training. This is evidenced by the 3-day tailor-made interpreter training course for the Joint Technical Language Service of the Government Communications Headquarters, GCHQ. The school is also very active in promoting careers in translation. There is, I am told, a national shortage of translators with English as their first language, and a low profile of careers in translation. The school, with partners from across the Northwest region, are working hard to correct this anomaly. Yes, languages has come a long way since. Well, graduands, this is your day to celebrate, and hopefully to reflect on how a degree programme here at Salford has changed your views of yourself, those you meet on a daily basis, and the world beyond your normal daily experiences. Have you accepted that there are different ways of looking at the world? And have you come to the rather disquieting conclusion that no one person, least of all yourself, has all or any of the right answers? A brief personal story. As a much younger person, I was a student nurse. And yes, I did learn a great deal from lectures, seminars, and practical sessions within the School of Nursing. Most of this learning and the impact that it had on my development is now rather vague and maybe non-existent. However, the majority of the learning that has stayed with me was gained by experience in clinical practice, from watching, listening, and doing, but most of all from listening to the patients. I can still remember one very old Jewish gentleman who chided me one night when I was a second-year student at Ancoats Hospital. He informed me that, in his opinion, he thought I had the makings of a good nurse, but that I spent far too much time rushing around doing things, getting the physical tasks achieved, with little or no conversation with the patients. How did I respond to these words of advice? Initially, I thought, silly old fool, what does he know? But as I cycled home next morning, I thought he may have had a point. The next night, I decided to slow down a little and to spend more time talking to patients. The reward that I received was information about lives lived and knowledge accumulated through experiences that I would never experience. I could bore you forever, but I won't, with stories that patients told. In academic circles, we now call these stories narratives. And at long last, these narratives are beginning to seriously inform government policy regarding changes in health and social care, and are the basis of much research. And what of this old Jewish gentleman? He was a survivor of the Holocaust. He had played the flute in the conscripted orchestra that, in inverted commas, welcomed people entering the concentration camp. Somehow he survived, and after the war had come to England, where he eventually became the principal flautist with the Halle Orchestra. When I visited Auschwitz-Birkenau many years later, in my mind's eye, I could picture the scene that he had so vividly described to me. I learnt as much from that old man as I did from any number of textbooks, not, dare I say, to downplay the importance of books, articles, and journals. And as a result, I have strived throughout my life to see the point of view of others, even though I may not necessarily agree with them. To your relatives and friends, without whose support this journey may never have been achieved, on your behalf, many thanks. Graduands, do not underestimate their sacrifices, their concerns, and their worries when the going was a little troubled for you. I am frequently left wondering who is the proudest on days like today, the graduands or their relatives? And relatives, do you tell your graduands how proud you are of them? I hope you do. And graduands, do you believe them? And I'm sure you do. And finally, to the graduands themselves, whether you are doctors, masters, or bachelors, this day marks a significant stage in your lifetime of learning. But do not rest too long on your laurels. For as Florence Nightingale was wont to say, to stagnate, you only have to stand still. And that was in the Victorian age, when the pace of life was a little slower than today. So do not stagnate, but equally do not run too quickly, or you may burn out. And also, remember the words of William Shakespeare from Henry V, Act 4. Every subject's duty is the king's, but every subject's soul is his or her own. Wherever your professional or personal journey takes you, be true to your own personal ethic, whilst honouring the contract you have with your workplace. Keep in touch with the university through the alumni office. We do really like to know about your futures. And after all, you are now our best ambassadors, for good or the obverse. The university does relish and count your views. Once again, my sincere congratulations to all our graduands on your success to date. My best wishes for your future personal and professional achievements, and I'm sure I don't have to remind you to enjoy this evening and paint the town red, and if you must, blue. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, each postgraduate student will be presented individually for their award. Pro Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Research Institute for the Built and Human Environment, I present for the award of Doctor of Science, Peter Stephen Barrett. And for the award of Doctor of Philosophy, Afaf Khalil Abbasi. Sabri Abuan. Hamida Milad Aburunia. Lucinda Claire Barrett. Lewis Gunnigan. Udayangani Kulatunga. Kevin Tiao Wee Tan. Hongsha Wang. And on behalf of the European Studies Research Institute for the award of Doctor of Philosophy, Mariam Tagavi. On behalf of the Research Institute for the Built and Human Environment for the award of Master of Philosophy, Kushan Janaka Kulatunga.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of the Built Environment, Faculty of Business Law and the Built Environment, I present for the award of Master of Science, Accessibility and Inclusive Design, Helen Elizabeth Aklam. Jennifer Emily Haslock. Ian Peter Hill. Joanne Leslie Kipling. Jennifer Louise McGrory. Eileen Angus Naismith. Diane Stadziak Vondrak Bright. Judy Ann Wee. And for Master of Science, Built Environment for Healthcare, John Anthony Gilmore. Catherine Ann Harris. And for Master of Science, Information Technology Management, Oluwation Oluwatosin Akinosho. Natalia Bakayav. Walid Muhammad Idiaf. Abdul Hakim Ali Il Sabigu. Agron Usman Ilazi. Bashir Muhammad. And for Master of Science, Project Management in Construction, Sunday Uga Ahyata. Warren John Ayres. Alan France. Richard John Ingram. Christopher John Prime. S.B. Van Heerden. Sonia Carmelita Wellington. And for Master of Science, Real Estate and Property Management, Samantha Donigan. Oliver Jones Orells. Daniel Alexander Lee. Carl Rogers. Ervmeet Soki. And for postgraduate diploma, accessibility and inclusive design, Joanne Pamela Molloy. And for postgraduate certificate, project management in construction, Binyam Michael Sbahato. Just a couple of names. And for the Masters of Arts, Chinese English, Peng Wang. And Chan Lin.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Arts, Media and Social Sciences, School of Languages, I present for the award of Master of Arts, Arabic English Translating with Interpreting, Amina Ibrahim Nasir Al-Mubarak. Donna Al-Karuti. Safa Faidi Somalia. For the award of Master of Arts, Chinese, English, Chinese, Yong Chen. Zhao Yu Dong. Shanshan Lin. For the award of Master of Arts, Interpreting and Translating, Cherie Danielle Blackman. Stephanie Ettinger. For the award of Master of Arts, Teaching English as a Foreign Language, Maria Veronica Patva. Gyoxia Wang. For the award of Master of Arts, Teaching English as a Foreign Language with Applied Linguistics, Leila Razavi. For the award of Master of Arts, Translating, Roland Bernhard. Martin Andrew Hemmings. Lauren Messing. Philip Benjamin Neubauer. Ines Radionovas. Nathalie Rubio Beer. Linda Seiss. And for the award of Master of Arts, Translation Arabic English, Shamsha Jamal Dost Al-Raizi. Mohammed Habib Bewley.
Ladies and gentlemen, undergraduate students will be presented in groups of 3. Please can applause take place after the final name in the group has been announced. On behalf of the School of Built Environment, for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Building Surveying, Mohammed Wazim Ahmed, Caroline Baskerville, Stephen Michael Buckley. Robert Critchley, Robert David Davis, Peter Christopher Devine. Maria Claire Dobson, Wendy Jane Dowes, Leanne Michelle Elkin. Thomas John Frankel, David Thomas Glynn, Angela Marie Hall. Nick Robert Haygarth, Mohammed Ashraf Khan, Joseph Aidan Lockley. Karen Mollison, Benjamin Joseph Moore, Adam Gerard Nichols. Joanna Nicola Olympios, Stephen Gregory Pope, James Robert Powell. Gary Michael Rafferty, Richard James Rhodes Heaton, Anthony John Rundle. Sabil Sharif, Robert Swiatek, Gary David Taylor. Kelly Jo Unsworth, Stephen Wimpenny, Denise Young. For the degree Bachelor of Science with Honours Construction Management, Kirsty Diane Boland, Joseph Anthony Dillon, James Hanwell. Bobby Jackson, Jacob Aaron Johnson, Samia Atanikuri. Richard Mark Latham, Matthew Patrick Lindsay, Jason David McKnight. Michael David O'Brien, Hannah Jane Lois Spotwood, Daniel Peter Vickers. Daniel Ward, Nicholas James Wood. For the degree Bachelor of Science with Honours Construction Project Management, David James Abaspoor Chinajani, William James Bradbury, Nicholas Robert Crichton. Stephen Garces, Keith Henderson, Neil Hubbard. Makasini Moeletsi, Stephen Malloy, Matthew William Towner. For the degree Bachelor of Science with Honours Property Management and Investment, Grace Elizabeth Carr, Jacob Yisrael Meyer Cope, Anthony Charles Davenport. Nathan Feldman, Claire Louise Grundy, Deborah Kate Illingworth. Daniel Ben Javaheri, Samantha Jane Jones, Claire Louise Levitt. Kingru Ma, Anthony Pegg, Rebecca Judith Perez Kegg. Warren Slevin, Lucy Charlotte Stephen, Leanne Sykes. Camilla Erica Topham, Barbara Turner, Richard Waters. Ian David Williams. For the degree Bachelor of Science with Honours Quantity Surveying, Jane Blythe, Declan Patrick Breen, Lucy Jane Catterall. Eddie Eduardo Charles, Ming Xian Chong, Susan Collins. John Kevin Dean, Christopher Mark Dewhurst, Martin Donahue. Matthew Raymond Drake, Gareth Stephen Edwards, Donna Marie Follows. Carl Scott Gilligan, Jonathan Halu, Laura Hill. John Michael Hodgson, Stephen Andrew Jackson, Hudzafai Kamarul Bahrain. Matthew Christopher Lang, Cor G. Kevin Lau, Barry David Rees Lewis. Peter James Lockwood, Stephen Loster, Sonny Given Makila. Rosanna Sita Manucha, Christopher James Marrow, Richard Mazabedi. Luke Harry MacDonald, James Michael McLaughlin, Nicola Meadowcroft. Derek Miller, Alfred Moppy, Sesapeleng Malefi. Al Edwin Morgan, Kenana Musinki, Craig James Murray. Maxwell Newis, Enoch Nathwana, David Nuttall. Imran Qureshi, Carlo Rossi, Nigel Keats Seaton. Yao Yong Seng, Mogamotsi Daniel Sioki, Craig Michael Shenton. Mohammed Ali Tariq, Christian Mark Taylor, Damon John Thackeray. Laura Jane Thorpe, Tracy Ann Turner, Carl James Walls. Tracy Maria Wardle, Albert Ho Wei Howe, Michelle Jane Wheeldon. Neil Martin Wilkinson. For the award High National Diploma Construction and Property, Kamar Ahmed, Chibinda Oliver. For the award High National Certificate, Construction and Property, Neil Brearley, Nicholas Clark, Mark Cornelia. Anthony Stephen Doble, Leo Donnelly, Christine Mary Gorman. Kevin Gosney, Regina Carnham, Joanne Nicola McRoy. James William Nuttall, Joseph David Placek, Antonio Ciata.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Languages, I present for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Arabic English Translation and Interpreting, Mohammed Saleh Yahya Al-Afifi, Idris Al-Lali, and Lamin Bulkhudra. Banan Fortia and Ahmed Mohammed Zahmi. For the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours European Languages, Daniel James Roche and Marisa Ciccarello. For the award Bachelor of Arts with Honours Linguistics and French, Amy Elizabeth Curran, Hawa Hassan, and Thomas Matthew Johnson. Deanne Pennington. For the award Bachelor of Arts with Honours Media, Language and Business, Janina Clarissa Schindler and Christian David Campbell Walker. For the award Bachelor of Arts with Honours Modern Languages, Jennifer Rachel Heath, Amy James, and Zaid Haptamariam. Sandy Kuju, Caroline Hubbard, and Anna Kolosenko. Paul Edward Scott, Rochelle Louise Berry, and Petra Poishak. For the award Bachelor of Arts with Honours Modern Languages and Linguistics, Laura Coates. For the award Bachelor of Arts with Honours Modern Languages and Translation and Interpreting Studies, Joanne Pinkney, Samantha Ann Robinson, and Gemma Cooper. Sarah Catherine Sim, Colette Victoria Brown, and Thomas Robert Brown. Malcolm Richard Morrison, Cody Ryan Pedley, and Petra Bohm. Nadezhda Alyegovna, Christopher Price Bainan, and Ana Maria Garcia. Elisa Sferuzza, Stefania Crivaliero, and Simona Gargiolo. Iara Iraselma Rocha da Silva, Eva Maria Barsovic, and Jessica Ligeiro. For the award Bachelor of Arts with Honours Modern Language Studies, Laura Michelle Gregory and Anna Elizabeth O'Rourke. For the award Bachelor of Science with Honours Management with a Modern Language, Julie Hines. And finally, for the award Diploma of Higher Education European Languages, Adele Ann Brown.
If you have any skin left on the palm of your hands, could we have one last round of applause for all our graduates? Our graduates may now put their caps on their heads. And I declare this congregation closed.
Well, as the procession leaves the Lyric Theatre for the last time today, I have just enough time to tell you about the order of events tomorrow. There will be 3 ceremonies at which students from the School of Community, Health Sciences and Social Care, the School of Computing, Science, Engineering, and the School of Environment and Life Sciences will receive their awards. We will also see 2 eminent Salfordians receive honorary awards. I'll be back on Friday, so please join Caroline Emerton tomorrow morning from 10:15. See you soon.